In my 20s, after my bachelor's degree in speech and drama, I felt like I needed to give it a shot to try to be an actor, at least, if not for a full-fledged career, at least to try it for a few years and have some fun with it. So I decided, I'd been traveling. I was back in Dallas, my hometown, and I had decided that there was a job I'd really like as my day job that would complement working at night on a play. I wanted my evenings open so I could audition, perhaps be in a play. The day job was to do singing telegrams for Eastern Onion. Now, I don't know if any of you've ever heard of Eastern Onion. I looked it up recently, and it still seems to exist out there. So I decided to be an Eastern Onion singing telegram delivery person. I found out about the job. I went down to the office. I had an appointment. I interviewed with them, and they enjoyed me. They liked me. I could sing, and they thought, we'll hire you, but we want to tell you what your choices are. This is what the manager was saying. You've got some choices. Now, we already have a person who has her own character. She's hilarious, and people ask for her all the time. So she's got that down pat. You can be the ordinary messenger, which is fine. You wear the little red coat and the little hat, the little flat hat, like a telegram messenger would wear. And you go in and you sing happy birthday or whatever that event might be. You go and sing for the crowd. Or you can make more money doing another character that is very popular. And that character is a Playboy Bunny. I thought, me, a Playboy Bunny? That's about as far from anything I ever wanted to do or could imagine. But I wanted to be an actor so I could act like a Playboy Bunny. I did say to her, okay, I'll do it. It makes more money. I'll do it. But, I'm not exactly built for it. I was pretty flat-chested. And she said, don't worry, we'll fake it. And we did. I had my outfit, which consisted of like a top, that, off the shoulders top with a black top, and also little pants that were short, and then fishnet hose and pumps. I also had the ears. You've got to remember the ears. I had the ears. I had to learn about 30 or more songs. And honestly, I didn't learn all of them because that's a lot to learn, especially when you're not singing them. 90% of the time, we were going to sing Happy Birthday, which I had down pat. We had our own birthday song, So I had that one down. Now, as time went on, I found out just working days, I wasn't really going to make enough money. I was driving a van, which used a lot of gas. And then you might be driving all over the Metroplex, Dallas to Fort Worth, to do these telegrams. And you may only get 2 or 3 in a day. So I did what most of the people did. And I went on a double shift, which could mean I could work from 10 to 10 at night, a 12-hour day. I want to tell you about the last time I worked delivering those telegrams. I had 10 telegrams to deliver starting early in the morning till late at night on a Friday. I was ready to go, got up, got in my van, had my maps go. If you don't know what a maps go is, I don't know if they call them that everywhere, but this was before cell phones, my friends. And most of my audience know what that was like very well. And in a big city, you had to have a spiral bound map about this thick, almost an inch thick, with grids, and you find your way around. So you have to factor that into the time it takes to get from one telegram delivery to the next. I remember driving downtown. I'd already done 1 or 2 gigs, and I had one around lunchtime, and I was driving downtown in my van. It was winter, but of course in the van, I didn't have my big long coat on, sitting there in my outfit behind the wheel, watching as truckers leered at me nearby in nearby vehicles, I found a place to pull off actually on a street, didn't have to go in a parking garage. And I got out and I went in. This was a skyscraper. I had to go up at least 26 flights to the place where I was going to deliver this telegram. Got up there, plenty of time. The person met me who had ordered the telegram, gave me my check, and showed me where to go. And I went in and I sang my telegram. Now, this was one of those times where I was a little bit, I was real uncomfortable with it. I'd already made my peace that I was a Playboy Bunny, acting like one, but I had to wear this apron for barbecue to give to the man, and it was sort of lewd looking, like it had a hot dog wiener hanging off of it. You know, it was deliberately supposed to be suggestive, but I got through it, gave him his apron, and got out. When I got to the elevator, I had been feeling a little clammy, a little chilled, but ignoring it because I had a big day. And I got on the elevator and now I was nauseated. I had to hold back my nausea for 26 flights. You can imagine. I got to the bottom, raced out into the lobby, through the glass doors to the street, just in time to throw up in a gutter in a downtown street at noon. Believe me, I was embarrassed, but I have to admit, I knew I didn't know any of those people and they'd never see me again. So I got in my van. I actually felt better. I figured I could make it through the rest of the day. You know how that is. Once you get sick, you feel a little better for a while. And I went about my day, going here, going there, delivering telegrams. And I got to an evening spot. It was at a really nice restaurant in Dallas. And it was a birthday again. I went in, and the woman who had ordered the telegram, she met me at the door, pointed out their table. Boy, the place was packed with people. She ran back to her table, and then I came through, blowing a whistle, making a big to-do, weaving through these tables. And you know what, folks? You may not realize it, but I'm an introvert. I didn't like it, but I got through all the crowd. I got to the table, did my song, did the whole thing. It was fine. Everybody laughed. You know, it's really laughter at the expense of the recipient. You know, it's not really for them. It's for the friends and family. And I said my goodbyes and headed toward the door. On my way to the door, I heard the man, the guest of honor, get up, and he had clearly been drinking quite a bit. He got up and he followed me. He said, "Hey, Bunny." I turned around. "Yes?" He said, "Those aren't real." And he grabbed my breast. Well, he looked surprised that they felt real. And I didn't feel a thing. His wife came over. She apologized, dragged him back to the table. Was I going to make it? I don't know. I got out, made a few more rounds, and then I had one last late night gig to do. It was a striptease joint, the real topper for the day. I got there. The sister of the bartender had ordered this telegram. She met me at the door. She was all grins, looking forward to embarrassing her brother at work. And she showed me where he was, behind the bar. And I went over there. And I tried to get him to come out from behind the bar. But he refused. And, you know, what am I going to do about that? I could have climbed over the bar, but I really didn't want to do that. And so I started trying to sing from across the bar to him. Well, it couldn't be heard. So the DJ saw what was going on. He said, "We've got a special number tonight. our bartender, it's his birthday. Let's all listen to the song. And so he handed me the mic. And then I could sing the song and everybody could hear me. Now, actually, the place wasn't all that crowded. Maybe it was still a little bit early. It wasn't all that full. But one of the dancers came out on the stage, which was at the opposite end of where we were at the bar. She came out on the stage, and while I was singing my happy birthday song, copyrighted by Eastern Onion, she began to dance. Chicka-boom, chicka-boom, chicka-boom. So glad when that song was over. You see, that was her livelihood. And of course, singing telegrams was mine. And she wasn't about to let me upstage her. The sister wasn't too happy about what happened, almost didn't pay me, but I figured it wasn't my fault, and she finally relented. I left, went home, and crashed. The next day, I got up, I got out the want ads, and I started looking for another job.